Okay, so this is the sub video that I tried to record when I was actually doing with you guys in the sub live, but it did not come through with sound. So we are doing it separately, and what I said when I was doing this and what I sent you guys was a 12 by 12 cut to cover envelopes, and you have 5 envelopes and 5 cards. The cards are to be like a stabilizer, like a chipboard in the envelope. So we're going to use this piece to decorate the outside on the top. Going to set the other one on the side over here so that covers the bottom, covers the top, and then this is just extra. So you guys, depending on the size of the envelopes, I think these are a little bit smaller than what I had when I did the sub packs for the most of you guys. So you may have a little less to decorate around, but basically it's just extra from the 12 by 12 paper that you can use to decorate and add things to your envelope. So I'm going to set all this over to the side for right now. And here are my 5 envelopes. I'm going to go ahead and zhuzh them up before I go to decorate them with the paper. And this is all 5 envelopes. I'm going to start out with this, and then I'm going to pull the top one. So you'll actually have 4 envelopes that are the base, where you're going to hide your card. And then you have the one that's the top, and that's going to be how you hide the card. So, okay. So now this is the one that I'm going to sit over to the side because that's the one that I'm going to use on the top. It doesn't really matter which way you put these in, but I do need to have 4 of the cards to go inside. Like I said, this is your stabilizer, so like chipboard, and I just bought these as a set, so it's just as easy to send it with you guys like this. So, and I'll actually, if you like ink, I do, you can ink this up a little bit more as you're going along and grunge them up. And then I'm going to use this as my base one. And then the other 4 are going to, or the other 3, I should say, go in here. Do the same thing with the card to basically fill up the envelope. And you don't have to zhuzh that one because that's going to go in the middle. But you can if you want. So this is your art. I'm just showing you kind of a way that I'm doing it. It's not an end-all be-all, and you have to follow these exact steps. So you can do it however you'd like. Okay. And this is the last one that I'm putting in here to set up our like 4th envelope, and I'm going to zhuzh this one a little bit more because it's going to be at the top where is going to be used or seen more. So okay, and I'm actually going to like glue this across. So you can lick it if you would like. If not, use a glue stick or your glue. I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. Oh, looks like I had 6 envelopes pulled for myself. So somebody, when I send out Happy Mail, to just get an envelope that's already been zhuzhed on the outside of it. So, okay, and this is the last one. Do with a little bit of glue. And if they don't stay that completely down, that's fine too, because you're gonna end up putting in the lace around it and different things. So now what you can do here is, if you would like, you can kind of make them like a little kitty corner stack. It's up to you on how you guys want to do it, but then, you know, you could just make them like this to make it look like a complete gift. Or you can make it look like multiple gifts. But before we stick down the third one, or I'm sorry, the fourth onto the third one, we want to be sure to slide this in. So this is the top one. I haven't put the card in it yet to stabilize it, but this is the top, and we're going to use that envelope flap to be our hinge. So I'm going to use these and kind of make them a little here and there, so that way it looks like a stack of gifts. And then I'm just going to glue them down, and for this one I'm going to use my Beacon 3-in-1 because it dries fast and it's nice, good, solid thing. So, and also if you need to move things around because you screwed it up, you can get it off there and still use that because it doesn't seal instantly. So, okay. And again, I've got the 3 stuck down, and before I do this last one, the 5th one, I want to put the card in it. And I just knocked down all of my paper in the way, but so let me stand this up again. So this is my 5th and final one, and I want to put these together, then glue it down. So you can use that hinge. And as you can hear, Megan's doing some stuff for our new site, so no big deal. But anyway, so now you see we have a flap, and we're going to decorate the top of this. We're going to decorate the bottom of it, and then you can decorate this as well if you want. And like I said, it just kind of depends on the envelopes that I sent you guys. It may be like this one's a little bit bigger, so I can do, or I mean not bigger, this one's a little bit smaller, and I was able to get 4 full-size pieces out of it, out of the 12 by 12. So some of the other envelopes were a little bit bigger, and I wasn't able to do all of that. So, and then I need to stop for a second because I've included lace in yours. I did not cut my lace yet, and I need to get myself some lace. So hold on one second. Okay. So you guys should have one long piece and one medium size and one short piece. And like I said, I haven't cut my lace yet, so we're gonna see. I think this will probably be long enough. I'm gonna put it underneath the paper. Then I'm going to lay paper on top of it and go across. And I'm not smushing the paper down a lot yet, because I want to put the this lace on here. You can either go underneath the paper as you're doing it, or if you have a big enough piece and you want to decorate the inside of this, you can just leave it on the outside for right now. And I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna come back. So there's our going across, and then we're gonna do the same thing for this other side. And again, I'm gonna go in and glue on the inside of this, and then put the paper over the top of it. But you can also just use that top piece of paper and basically leave this inside undecorated if you need to. So, and I grabbed the other extra envelope. All right, and this one I'm going to use one of the pieces that was just a tad bit smaller, because I want to make sure that I'm not messing up my hinge. So this will go in here. I'm still going to have to cut off a little bit, but now it's decorated on the inside, and oh yeah, definitely I'm gonna have to cut off a lot more than I thought. And with this leftover piece of lace, I'm gonna make a bow, and you guys should have either a piece of lace or a piece of jute that you can use to make kind of your knot on the top, and you can attach your embellishment on here. So, and depending on which paper it was, you may have a butterfly, you may have a bee, you may have a flower. It was all botanical type stuff. So there we go. And I will do, oh, here, I have a little bee. So I'm just going to attach this little guy to it with my light bulb pen. So, oop. There we go. Okay, so that's how it's decorated on the outside. And again, I'm gonna have to cut this down, and then I'll zhuzh it a little bit too. And then in the envelope, hopefully, I included an ATC card in it. And shoot, I'm trying to see my, I don't see my X-Acto knife. So I'm going to use, do you know if there's an X-Acto knife over there? Okay. So the ATC was in here so that you can use it as a template, and this will be where you're going to put your hidden spot for your gift card. So we're going to cut this out. So just here. Thank you. Oh, and this is from Hoffman. So thank you, Angela. And I'm just going to use this. This is a little X-Acto knife, and go through and cut this out. And actually what I should have done, I have enough paper that I could decorate it. You guys may not, though. Like I said, some of them were a little bit bigger for the cards that I got in the kit, or the set from the Azon. But I need to cut out another layer or two. And I'm just doing this fast, so you guys will take more time and take care on doing it versus what I've done. Okay. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. So I've got just a little pocket in here, and again, if you wanted to, you can go in and you can, you know, zhuzh it up, and you can put a little paper in this part of it, or you could actually, like I said, if you had enough before you do your ATC card and, you know, use that as a template, you could actually use it and go around, you know, put the template on here with a pencil or something and then cut through. So, but basically this is going to be where you put your gift card in. So, and I have a little bit extra, there we go. It's just gonna hide in here. That's more of a brush stroke thing than the deal. But so you have a little envelope, or you know, like a little hidden pocket in there. And then what I should have done before I did that was go on the bottom here and decorate. So let me take off the little bee because it makes it a little wonky to try to decorate. But with the other big piece of paper that I gave you, you can go and decorate on the bottom. And again, you can put the lace. This is where the medium size and then the smaller size is going to come in to play. And you're going to put one across like this. And then basically put it down. And then your other piece, well, I need to cut a little bit more. Your other piece you can slip in here before that glue dries. And just hold it down so that it's a little bit tighter. And put this other end in. So it looks like you got it wrapped up. So like I said, you can either do it wonky like I did, or you can do it straight up and down, you know, put the envelopes in the middle, your like stability thing that makes it look like a present all together so that it looks just like a thicker present. Or you can leave it like this, and then like I said, you can just whoops, zhuzh it a little bit more. So this kind of looks like a stack of little presents, or you know, little cards that you are giving to them. And then once they try to figure out how do we get in this, and they just open it up, and there you go, you've got the card. And now I'm gonna have to decorate on the inside because I screwed up and that wasn't dry. But that's a simple and easy way to do a little gift card holder. And like I said, you know, your pieces you may have to go in and cut like I'm doing, because I may have given you a little extra on one of the pieces. And you don't have to put it with a bow on it. You can do it however you would like, but let's see. And I like a lot of ink, so I'll just go back here. Even though my ink pad's a little bit dry, I will go through and ink it up a little bit more before I give this out. But there you go. There's your little hidden gift card holder. So, and sorry guys that when I first did this, I was doing the screen recording and I don't know why it did not include sound. So, and then there are some of you that I still need to get your pack out to you, and I will get those to you this week. Well, I will send those out tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good night.